It's been over a year since I did a little desk tour, so I thought it would be fun to give you a little update. Though the majority of it is still pretty much exactly the same, since I've been in the space for a decent amount of time, there are little tweaks that happen, and I thought it would just be fun to go over them. As we go over the bookshelf, which has not changed, I still have my Hobbit collection. I still have my poorly painted apothecary drawers, I suppose they're called. My typewriters is still there. My Peanuts collection is still there. That is very much the same. But as we go over it, because again we've already looked at these, I wanted to address a question that I got on Instagram about a month ago, which was what drew me to the dark light academia vibe when I was decorating my space. And I have to be honest, I did not have the intention of being dark or light academia. The foundation for what I first sort of looked into was the industrial vibe, like the dark wood and the black trimming. I really love the warehouse look. I think it's absolutely stunning with the exposed bricks and the exposed ceilings. Like it's the openness of a warehouse is something that I really really love. So that's where it originally started from. Like that's where I why I wanted a bookshelf with dark wood shelving and the black trimming, and even my desk is the same stuff, and why I got dark frames for my bug collection and things like that. I just love that vibe. I think it's a very cool vibe. And as I was just sort of getting into my space and asking Google and Pinterest for inspiration of how to decorate these darker woods, dark academia and light academia just sort of came up naturally. I think they are very close in that sort of style. So, yeah, I think I just started leaning into it then because it still measured up with what I am interested in. Obviously, I'm a bug nerd, which is very academia-y, I guess. I'm a bit of a nerd. I love my art history. I love literature, like just a lot of those sort of things just lined up really well with the vibe that I was going for. And yeah, I think it just naturally happened. And I do really believe that if you just buy what you like, it'll turn out fine. I think I know there's a big drive to make things cohesive and you want to be with a particular style. But I think if you just stay true to what you love and what you're passionate about and just simply what you like the look of, it'll work itself out. And if it doesn't, if it does genuinely look like a mess, you call it eclectic and you move on. And sometimes pieces may not look good by themselves, or they don't match the style by themselves. But when you put them next to something else, they match and they fit in nicely. I have bright Pokemon cards on my wall. They're shiny. And yet I don't think they're that far out of the scope of light or dark academia or like the vibe that I'm going with. I think they fit in quite nicely. So, yeah, I think just be free in the space that you solely occupy and it'll all work out and it'll be home, and I think that's the important part. You need to feel happy and comfortable in your space. Something that I did change was my nerdy wall. I used to call it my nerdy wall because it did have a lot of nerdy pieces on it, but I wanted to bring back more of the pen pal trinkets that I used to have. My whole wall used to be postcards and even like business cards and things like that I really liked. And I put them on the wall behind me, but I wanted to see them more often, so I sort of rearranged some things so I could still see pieces of my pen pals and friends on my wall, and I love it. It's such a happy little space. My bug wall has also changed because I got more bugs. Had to rearrange a little bit and get rid of some of the other pieces that I had up there that were purely just fillers for when I did get new bugs. So it is more buggish and I love it to pieces. It's so good. I absolutely love staring at it. It's the best. I also discovered putting little trinkets on top of the frames because they are shadow boxes, so they're a bit fatter. So you can perch little trinkets on top, and so every time I go to a market, I always think to myself, what trinket can I have to be friends with my bugs? I got a side table to go over my PC. So it was just dead space there. So I thought, let's utilize it a little bit better and extend my desk a little bit as well. On here, I have my traveler's notebooks, my headphones dangle, my lamp, my speakers, and some trinkets with a trinket tray. On my desk, I have a vase with some flowers, my go to stamps. I do really love the little favorites boxes that the 9PT stamps come in. I would love 1,000 of them, but it's kind of ridiculous to have them all over your desk. I have a little box or a little tin of my dried clovers and hydrangeas. I have my Ducky 3 keyboard with my Marshall keycap. Marshall is my second favorite Animal Crossing villager. I have a mouse that I've turned the RBGs off because I don't need that flashing light in my face all the time. I have my monitor, which is too big. I don't know why I picked such a big one. It's a lot. I have my Raven skull, which was 3D printed by a friend, and I painted with Rub and Buff. And my little Muji drawers that I've got a candlestick on, some vases, and some fun little trinkets, along with my fountain pens. In my Muji drawers, I have stamps. You will soon find out that I have stamps stashed everywhere. I don't know why I wanted that to sound foreboding, but it came out that way. I also finally got a new chair. It's nice and wide so I can sit cross legged. I love it so much. I'm very happy with my new chair. The top drawer of my desk is filled with ink pads, various date stamps, and washi tape. The second drawer holds a lot of the miscellaneous pens, pencils, and tools that I don't always use but are just happy to have nearby. Hole punches, some of my stamp samples, and the stamps that I really love but are either too big to go in the Muji drawers or I don't reach for enough to put on top of my desk. The third drawer, I keep paper, essentially. All of my memo pads and pieces of scrap paper, the big pieces of scrap paper, my extra stickers, some envelopes that pen pals send me that I like to hoard and use. Just paper. It's just my paper drawer. The fourth drawer is basically my spares. I have all of my spare PET tape down here. I have, technically they're not spares because they are original stamps, but these are the stamps that I don't always reach for, or it's very rare that I reach for them, but I don't have the heart to destash them yet. They will stay around for a little bit longer because I do usually have sentimental attachment to them. And I have spare notebooks in this little drawstring pouch that I was again gifted by a pen pal. And yeah, just a lot of spare stuff in this drawer. The last drawer holds my ink bottles, my wax seal stove, a lot of the fountain pens slash dip pens sort of storage stuff, my colorful wax, and yeah, just a bunch of random stuff that I don't necessarily have a home for. It just ends up in the bottom drawer. I just want to be very honest and say that my desk is only this neat, maybe 40% of the time. Most of the time it looks like a tornado hit it, and I just need everybody to know that. I'm still so very happy in my space. I absolutely love being in my little corner, and I'm excited to see how I will subtly change things and tweak things in this next coming year.